Hi, my name's Christina, and we are about to move into our brand new homestead that we're hoping to build. An Albertan homestead. We see all these videos all the time in the States where it's warm all year long, and it's not the case here. So we wanted to kind of share our experience in building a homestead. We haven't moved in yet, we still got a couple weeks, but we are collecting animals and also housing some friends' animals for all the wildfires. But we did just want to kind of share what's going on, and if you want to follow us on our journey, that would be cool. Right now we're going to go in and feed our piggies and make sure all our chickens are okay. Like I said, we're housing our friends' animals because they evacuated from all the wildfires in the area. So we have their turkeys and their chickens here as well. But let's go in and take a look. So these are all of our ladies and fellas. These are our friends' turkeys. They're actually super sweet and very, very nice. My little 1-year-old girl can come and pet them. Hey, buddy. Super friendly, which is really nice. A lot of turkeys I've met have not been so pleasant. Our chickens and their chickens are kind of scrapping it out a little bit, but they're figuring it out. So, you know, it is what it is. Normally you wouldn't throw 60 chickens together and hope they figure it out. But under the circumstances, they needed to evacuate as fast as possible, and we had a place for them. So that is what we had to do. These are our little babies. They're about 12 weeks old. And we do have a couple of little guys. These guys here are just a couple, they're about 4 weeks old. And these are, oh, here's our roosters. They're hiding from the other roosters. And here's our little pig pile. Looks like everybody is sleeping. They're just little baby piglets. And they are very cute. A little skittish still. We just picked them up a couple days ago. But yeah, we are helping them adjust and hoping they get lots of love and a wonderful life before Butcher Day. They are... Oh, we have a little bit of fighting going on. Uh-oh. These are our little piggies. Trying not to scare them since they're so new and we want them to enjoy their life. Right now, unfortunately, everybody's in a little bit of a pen because we were not planning on having pigs. Sorry. Until they had moved. But they came a little bit early, so it is what it is. But yeah, once we move, they're going to be living 100% of the time in a forest. So we're going to build our pig pen in the forest. And the chickens will be separate. Yeah, unfortunately we had to set up temporary housing for everybody since we had already started taking down all of our pens and our runs and everything so we could get ready to move. But soon, it's coming, a matter of days now, and we'll be ready to go to the new homestead and start building it from the ground up. So I hope you want to follow us on our journey, and we'll see you again. Hi, Christina here from Nature's Acres. So I figured we should probably kind of introduce ourselves and how we got into this homesteading in the first place. We are a family of 5, my husband and I, and our 3 daughters, 6, 3, and 1. And a few years ago, almost 4 years ago, my husband got in a brutal car accident. And then kind of during his recovery, we really were trying to learn about how to heal him, how to, you know, all get healthy and, you know, ways we could do that. It kind of started our journey. So about 2 years ago, we started small. We started gardening and kind of learning how to preserve food, canning and blanch and freeze and all those kind of things. We started with just 6 chickens for our own fresh eggs, and quickly chicken math got the best of us and we ended up with 30 or 40 within the year. We did venture into meat birds last year, and we will be getting some more meat birds here at the end of the week, so that's exciting. And we did some, you know, experiments, and we had some fails and things. And my husband actually helped out our neighbor when he broke his hip, and helped take care of their cattle and stuff for them last year. And he got paid in cows, so we ended up getting some cows. And this year they've just calved out. Two out of the 3 so far have had their babies. One more should be having a baby sometime here in the next month. And now we've just kind of started. We did get piglets, like I showed you there in our last video. But now as we're about to move, we're ready to expand and go big or go home and try and make ourselves into a self-sustaining little farm. So hope you guys can join us, and if it interests you, and see what there might be some fails and there might be some successes, and we'll just have to see how it goes. And on a little bit of a larger scale, we got more land to work with and more animals that we can have and get going. So hope to see you join us again. Thanks.
And what a beautiful, beautiful day it is today. The rain came down pretty hard there yesterday. However, same old shit show. Gotta go over to Uncle Lauren's house, check the cows. I moved one of my heifers in this morning and helped Uncle Dean load out some bulls this morning. He took down to BC, so he's got a little bit of a ranch there, and I'm still here in Strathcona, just waiting to get possession of the new farm. So a few more days of this back and forth nonsense. It's been a tough go for 2.5 years. Here's some of the neighbors' horses. My parents, they just live in a little subdivision, 3.5 acre spot. I've been doing my chickens and my gardening out there and whatnot. And then I've had my cows over down the road here at Uncle Lauren's. I always take care of Uncle Dean's cattle when he's working down in BC, so pretty much picked up a lot of my experience with the cows just being over here. And now we got chickens. I had a chicken coop over here too, but like I said, it's just a lot of back and forth. I mean, try and make things as easy as you can for yourself. However, I am doing it the most absolute hardest way. But it just all depends on how badly you want it, I guess. Anyways, might catch up with you guys when I'm in the pen. Bye for now. Just another absolute beautiful morning here in old Strathcona County. Just checking the herd. It's so funny this morning. We got the guardians over there. There's some couple mamas there. Oh, look who's behind me. Hey, Squirts. Are you following? You following me? These are nice speckled parks. Hey, boys. Hey, boys. Pretty friendly with my cows, so they just follow me. Look, this is probably one of the mums here. Oh, who's that? It's like old Rosie, yeah. Got super short legs. She's the funniest. Vertically challenged cow. She's so small. She's so short. Throws deadly calves, though. We got a lot of harrowing to do in this field, but that's Uncle Lauren's field, and kind of let them do what they do. I built a big pond right there last fall so that it'd fill up, and there's tons of water. It's about 5-6 feet deep. So I just went down to groundwater, so groundwater started coming up, and then I just left it. Now a guy could go harrow it out. Every couple of weeks he could run a harrow with the quads around the sides, keep the hoof holes, I call them, off the ground. I don't know. I feel for my animals, so I don't like them stepping in big holes, and then when that mud dries out around the side, it gets hard, and they can hurt their hoof and stuff walking in there. So it's never a bad idea idea to harrow everything out. Harrow, that's your best friend. How you doing, monkey? She's coming up to see her cat. Scared that I might be messing around or something like that. There's a nice speckle out there. But anyways, what I was getting at was, it's funny that you got a couple babysitters over there, but all the little calves are laying on the ground out there, and then let's scroll over across the field, and now here's all the mums. This side, oh, there's a couple babies. All the mums are over on this side over here grazing. Grass is a little bit longer. They get in there. Anyways, I'm just gonna go to the end and check, make sure that there's nothing new on the ground, everyone's okay, happy, and I'll go to that side of the field, go check, make sure everyone's happy, and then I have a heifer in the pen. She's bagged right up, so it could be any day now. Could be a week, could be a day. Usually you see that bag get really hard, and you know it's probably today. However, she swolled up on me, I don't know, maybe 3-4 days ago, and it's pretty much just sat there. So I hate keeping them in the pen by themselves like that, especially pens are kind of soft and squishy and poopy from the winter. We keep those calves in the corrals up front with the shelter, after we wean them off their moms, we keep them up in the pen. So it gets kind of messy in there, and then that wet poopy crap, it promotes foot rot, so I don't really like to keep them in there for too long. However, it's better than trying to find a cow in the bush, especially a heifer, throwing her first calf, and she was a little bit premature on the breeding this year. I don't know, you just gotta watch it more. That's all I find. If you breed these suckers young, you gotta just keep a good eye on them, and you don't want them to get out into the trees dropping calves out the bush, and it just makes for more work. You gotta go and hunt them down in the trees. Fields are nice if you just have outerlying trees, but what are you crying about, Mama? Screaming at me saying, "Get away from my babies! They're right behind you!" But that's okay, they're friendly. Probably handled these lots when they were young, so like I say, I try and catch all the cows. I try and catch every cow and bring them up to the pen and then watch them, because you don't know if they're gonna have twins. It's just better. And then you got the calf up front, and you can tag it and nut it if you need to. You have them out in a big herd like this, there's the odd time you get a grumpy cow, and they'll protect the other cow's calves. So it's just it's a bit of a safer game in the pen, and it's just so much easier. You can split them off their mom, deal with the calf, throw them back, watch, make sure that it doesn't have scours. You're out here. I check every day anyways, but there's lots of cows out here, so I mean, you miss one here or there, they're in the trees. You never know. It's smarter to do it in the corral. Where are you going, buddy? Him and his bud. Couple bull calves. And they're nutted. We nutted those, so we banded them, so their nuts will fall off here anytime. Try and get it within, once they're born. Well, you feel their nuts will drop down. You gotta make sure they're big enough to band, but a couple days after birth, wrestle them down. That's when they're the easiest. You just split them off their mom. They're still kind of shy and timid. They don't run away from you, so you just wrestle them to the ground. It's kind of like a little bit of a rodeo. It's fun. It's kind of my funnest thing. That's my funnest part. I like just interacting with the calves. Wrestle them to the ground. It's a good workout. Throw their tag, throw a bander, check them out a little bit. Set them free. So, anyways, like I said, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to go for a little drive. There's some horses up top on the hill there. One there. One right over there. Have a good morning, guys. Back again. There's my little pond they dug last year, like I was saying. Couldn't see the water from the other side. However, the cows love it. That pile was so big, they marred it right out. Then this was a massive pile of wood chips. I had a company last year hauling their wood chips over here. I used a lot of them for the pens and stuff, but I had a bunch of extras, so I put back here, and the cows just marred it up, and it just rotted out, and it looks like it's pretty much dirt now. There's even green stuff growing on it. It's incredible. It's amazing what those cows will do. Anyways, I'm done for the cattle checking back here. There's no new calves today. There's nothing like significantly bagged up or looking like they're ready to have a calf. So I'm just gonna, well, number 2 is looking pretty violent. However, we're out.
Hi, Christina from Nature's Acres here. And tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is possession day. So what's happening is Paul's going to move to the house, to the farm, and he's going to start bringing the animals and setting up building infrastructure. We'll unpack what we have in the storage unit right now. And then me and the girls have to stay here at his parents' house until my oldest, Aria, is done school. Once she's done school, we will also be moving out. So 2 moving days. But I figured it wasn't very nice to make her switch schools. 6 weeks left in the year to a whole new county, whole new school. Not very fun. So I figured we'd tough it out, and that gives us some time to build some things before we move our animals and stuff over. But yeah, so Paul is headed out there tomorrow. We're going to have our friends Dan and Matt come and help us, and Lauren bring a bunch of the cows and a bunch of our farm equipment, our cattle panels, our cattle squeeze, hog wire, all of our things like that. And then the shop will be getting moved later this week, which will be a cool process as well. They're going to get going and get started, and the movers will be here to get all the stuff from the storage units, and the girls and I will be living in Grandma's house for another 5-6 weeks. So they're super exciting. I'm totally jealous, but we'll be out there all the time anyway. But until school is done, we are stuck. So that's what's going on, and it's going to be an exciting adventure if you want to join us. Thanks.